What you see here is a piano keyboard represented with tone bars or bells. These are actually used in Montessori classrooms, and each one of the bells you see there has a different pitch, and it's laid out like a keyboard. So you can see the white notes and the black notes, and each one has a name. You can see the white one, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So the musical alphabet are just those letters, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now the black notes, if you look at them very closely, you'll see that they have two names on them. The way you would read that is C sharp, D flat, and the next one is D sharp, E flat, and the next one is F sharp, G flat, and so on. Each one of them has two names, and we'll talk about that a little more as the lesson goes along, but I wanted you to be able to see them close up so you see what they look like, and then I'll show you how it all works. I'm going to come over here, so I'm going to come over here. I can show you how this all works. If I start and play all of the notes in order from the lowest note to the highest note, that's called a chromatic scale. I don't skip any notes. You can't see these, but I'll start with the lowest one. It sounds like this. And I have a musical cat. He likes to be part of the lessons. We'll see how this works. Charlie, you're in the way. Go on. All right. So that was called a chromatic scale, and each of the notes was a half step. When I went from one note to the next note, it was a half step. So from here, from C to C sharp, that's a half step. If we go from C sharp to D, that's a half step. From D to D sharp, that's a half step. D sharp to E, and so on. From E to F is a half step. All right? The black notes, the way they get their names, each one of the notes has a name, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and you saw that. This may not work. You saw that when I showed you the notes up close. So the musical alphabet is made up only of A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Those are the only notes in the musical alphabet. And so if we start here, this is called C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And if we keep on going down, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, and C. The cat really likes this, I can see. So the black notes, we've already used all the names of the musical alphabet. So when we name the black notes, what we do is if the note is higher in pitch, we call it a sharp. So from C to this black note, this is called C sharp. And I'll hold it up so you can see what it looks like. This is the C sharp. Okay, if we start on D and go up a half step, this is called a D sharp. Go away, Charlie. Phew. From E to F, there's no black note in between E and F, but that's called a half step. From here, E to F. From F to F sharp, that's a half step. F to F sharp. G to G sharp is a half step. From G sharp to A is also a half step. All right? And name of the note, which this is a C sharp, it's also called a D flat. That means that we go down a half step. So this is a D. If we go a little bit lower to that pitch, it sounds like that. That's called a D flat. If we start on C and go down a half step, that's a B. If we start on F and go down a half step, that's E. If we start on F sharp and we want to go down a half step, it goes to F. Okay? It would. You could also call it G flat. G flat to F. Now I'm going to do something that makes this a little bit easier. I'm going to push all of the black notes up so that they're in between the white notes, which is the way they sound to us. They're in between. And this is Charlie. Charlie's going to watch the lesson too. I may have to move him so that you can see